Kevin, nice
Sam,
to meet you again.
nice to meet you, Kevin.
How's Vienna so far?
Good so far. I wish it wasn't rainy today, but
Yeah, shitty weather.
yeah, so that's unfortunate. But still, I made it out this morning to get a cup of coffee in town, and as always, the city is beautiful. And
that's one of my questions. Do you have time to visit a city while traveling and tour all around Europe?
Usually not as much as I'd like. And
how much time is there left for you?
Usually get maybe an hour or two in the morning, and then it's kind of like start the work day, do sound check, do maybe an interview like today, and
many interviews.
and then we play the concert, and then afterwards you have all this energy because you've just kind of built up your adrenaline for the concert, and so that's when I would love to go have a good dinner and see some things.
You mean after the concert?
After the concert, but it's like 11 o'clock, so everything's closed. And
so you discover the city.
So then we could, yeah. But I try to in the morning as well. And when I get really lucky is when we have a day off. Yeah. And we happen to be in a great city. Yeah. And that happened this summer. We had a day off in Vienna.
Okay.
So that was
great. How do you find Vienna? I mean, it's a...
I love it.
That's a question, but I have to ask. In Vienna.
I love this style of architecture, and just it just feels classic and beautiful to me.
Yeah, it's a band from 6 people.
Yeah,
Welshly Arms, and my question is, how difficult is it with 6 people in a band with a different taste of music, with different sound of music? How different is it to get on common ground? For a single especially. Yeah,
it can be extremely difficult. I think we all really respect each other's talents and what we all bring to the mix, and so it's really rare that there's like a clash of those styles or ideas. Most often someone speaks up about something like, I think that would be better, and I would say most often everybody agrees, you know, and that really, maybe we get really lucky, but that's been our experience for the most part, and I think that's why the 6 of us work together.
I heard there's a relationship as well in the band. Was it before you?
You're talking about John and Bree? Yeah. John and Bree are married, and actually the other 4 of us in the band met them as a married couple.
All right, okay.
We were introduced to them because they're such great singers. Yeah. Someone brought it to our attention, and we needed, on our self-titled record, Welshly Arms, we needed some great voices on it. We wanted to sound, have a bigger vocal sound than the 4 of us could do on our own. And so we brought them in and cut a few songs for the record with them, and just fell in love with not only their voices, but their vibe,
Yeah, because that's the reason why it's called blues rock.
Yeah.
Because I know your music, and it sounds to me like more of rock music.
I think with vocals you can bring out your soul a little more. Yeah. It's just so human and personal, and so that's why it's important to me for our band to have such a strong vocal presence.
Yeah. And how would you describe your music? Not in like genre, but describe it with words. How is your music?
I think it's emotional, emotive, it's personal, and most of the songs come from like personal experiences or things that our friends are going through, or just different, and it's usually either kind of motivational or something to help you get through a hard time. We don't really have like the songs that are just like about a party or something. Yeah. Like, it's just not what we're gonna sing about. Not that we don't have fun and party, but that's just not, so I like to think of our music as just something that's more of a feeling and an emotion, and that comes out in the way that we perform it and play it.
I can relate, and I can say it's very motivational, because every time on my show, and there sounds like Legendary or Sanctuary, it's like so strong music, and
that's awesome.
I always say that for your motivation at work, let's hear something from Welshly Arms.
Yeah, so, that's so awesome. Yeah. Thank you.
Because we talked about the relationship in a band, we all know that's tough. There's always arguing.
Yeah.
How much arguing is there, and how difficult is it for you as a band?
Yeah, I won't say that there's never an argument or a disagreement, or good chance that every day there's something that that bugs someone in the band that somebody else did. And that's just part of being in this together. 6 people living together, working together, performing, being creative, all of those things. That's could be a really bad mix, you know? And of course there's going to be some issues every once in a while, but the thing you have to do is just get past them, realize maybe what's bothering someone that could be better, things like that. And then also like going out there and having a fun show and getting the audience kind of gives it back. That like almost refills your tank and says, oh, that's why we do this. Yeah. That's why we're here. But
like stay professional. Yeah. Let's discuss it later.
But if you can imagine like having a family and traveling with them and going to work with them every day, it's a lot. It's more than most people. It's more time than most people spend with any one person.
Gotta have a strong bond to
you do.
To stay together.
You do.
I saw an interview with you where you were asked about your influence and inspiration, and you talked about Jimi Hendrix. And the interviewer asked you about asked the question, which song would you show him? And your reaction was like, oh. Fuck, that's a great question. I don't know, actually.
I don't know. I still don't know.
And I'm still waiting for the answer.
No, no answer. I think I would be way too shy about it. That's he's not. I can't even imagine him as a real human being. You know, it's like that was my superhero as a kid. I didn't really get into like the comic books like Batman and stuff. I got into Jimi Hendrix and Eric Clapton and these guitar players, and so he's not real to me. So that'd be like asking a kid like, what would you show Batman? Would you show him your kick or your punch, or you know?
You decide,
Yeah. So I don't know.
Okay, let's talk about the reaction at the concert, because you said like you fill your tank with emotion and the reaction from people. Do you look at people's faces during the concert? Because we look at you.
Okay.
but how
I do.
Is it on your side?
Yeah, I do. There are certain songs that I find I like to center myself a little more and keep my experience sort of internal. And that allows me maybe to get through some lyrics or things, because there are some songs, like last night actually, there was a girl right in front of me, and she really wanted to sing along to everything, but she either didn't know the words, or maybe because this was in Prague, and maybe her accent would be so different that like her mouth moves in a different way than what mine's doing. So whenever I would see her, it would throw me off. I'm like, no, those aren't the words.
Those are not my words. Those are yours. Yeah. But
so if something like that is happening, I have to learn to not go back to that spot. But I enjoy. There's a lot of songs that I really just enjoy seeing someone sing along, or just maybe the emotion on their face. Maybe it's even, you know, something like Sanctuary, and we're singing that song, and someone, you can see just the way that they're taking that moment in and feeling like they're in Sanctuary with all these people listening to the same music and maybe singing the same song together, and that's really special to me.
You know what? As long as they're singing something, you don't have to care.
I don't care,
because they're in emotion. And was it an Ed Sheeran concert? And he was like, he was not getting as much as he wished from the audience. And he was like, sing whatever you want to. Even if you don't know the words, just sing and spread your emotion. I don't care.
That's
Nobody
awesome.
cares. And
that's awesome.
That's where you
I'm with him. Yeah.
Thank you very much. I hope you'll enjoy your concert tonight, and hopefully come back.
I think we will. Yeah. Thank you so much. It was great talking with you.
Thank you.